Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Survivors with a Purpose. I am your host, Monica.
And I am your co-host, Kiera.
Ooh. It's fall, you guys. That's all I can say right now.
Yeah, that is getting cold.
Getting?
Well, it is cold. You see, I broke my sweater out.
Yes, and look, we both have on long sleeves today. Here in Baltimore, it's cold. You know, I always think about moving to Florida. And then I remember all of the rain, and I don't want to go that way.
Yeah, so when it comes to weather, we're definitely pretty blessed.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the snow?
Okay, some snow. But you got other states that get it far more worse than we do.
Oh, I don't know.
Like Colorado.
See,
and even in New York, like Pennsylvania, like deep in the mountains, they get it far more worse than we do.
I don't want to listen. I just want to go where it is in the middle. In the middle. I don't want to be too cold. I don't want to be too hot. I just want to be in the middle. I just want to.
So when you find that place, you let me know.
I'm gonna find it. It's somewhere, you guys. It's somewhere.
So we can start casting from there.
Yes, listen. That's what we need to be. Like right now, I saw on my timeline, they had on shorts. They were at the beach.
Do y'all know what this is?
It's Florida. I saw they were in Florida. Okay. So let me stop really quick. Check out this hat, you guys. Listen. Look at it. Hey. So shout out to my coworker. He hooked me up with this hat. Some of y'all, or most of y'all might know him as Cookie Man, whatever. He did this for me. So we have an agreement here.
I need my hat.
Okay, that's fine. We have an agreement here, okay? As I stated on the last episode that we're doing a brown bag lunch and care package giveaway. So in return, these hats will be $25 and all proceeds go to purchasing what we need for the brown bag lunch giveaway. So listen, y'all, support. If you want one of these hats, you can comment on the post or send me a message and we'll make that happen.
So if you haven't already supported, please do it. Please.
Like $25.
It could be your family. It may be your family.
Definitely. So let me give my following information so you can follow me. Inbox, DM, if you would like to be a guest and you're serious about being a guest. You can find me on Instagram at Monica WLS. I have to say that. WLS2 on Instagram. The radio show itself is the Swap Radio Show on Instagram. If you're not watching from the like page is Survivors with a Purpose. And somehow it was created Swap Radio. I just saw that. Like, I don't know what I clicked. I guess I created another page. But follow us. Like both of those pages. We're also on YouTube. We uploaded the last episode on there. So make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you share. Have your friends like, share, all those good things.
And if you are following either one of us, especially my personal page, like if you're a friend of mine or anything, I did post the information on my page, and it's on our page as well. So yeah, just grab the information and follow it. And if you're not following me already, you can follow me on IG at k.phillips PHILLIPS __25. And last week I gave you guys a Facebook name, but I made it a little shorter. So you can follow me at Kiera, that's KEIRIA, Phillips, PHILLIPS.
I'm so proud of her for shortening that name. Shortening that name. I've noticed I have quite a few friend requests.
Yeah.
On my personal page.
Had to screen something.
I guess it's no longer a personal page. It's like 100 something friend requests. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to it. I really am. That's amazing. We'll talk about that later. But don't forget these hats, you guys. So the reason for these hats, let me bring that up again. We're taking donations for the care packages. We don't need donations for the lunch. That's taken care of. We need donations for the care packages, meaning travel size, toothpaste, lotions,
deodorants,
like tissue, pocket tissue, hand sanitizer, anything that you would put in your carry-on bag.
And that stuff is $1.99. That's it.
Yes. However, if you cannot yourself make it to the store, we are accepting monetary donations. I do have Cash App. You can send anything as small as $1. I think you can even send 50 cents, but it was
really
pointless.
Yeah, at least they're gonna take it,
right? At least $1, you guys, to Cash App. That is Women LUV Sports and the number 2. Someone asked me about a tax write-off. Listen, we doing this from the heart. We're not looking for a tax write-off. This is all from the heart.
Right, our reward comes from the man upstairs.
That's right. This is my 5th year doing this, and I just been, it's all from the heart. Yes, thank you. It's all from the heart. No, I'm not looking for anything in return. This is just something that initially my daughter Diamond brought it up, and she wanted to feed the homeless for Thanksgiving. So I said, well, hey, this is where we can start, but this is a good thing right here. So we haven't stopped doing this. So sometimes I do it twice a year. Sometimes it's just the once, because the weather changes. So right now they may need, the warming packs to help them keep their hands warm.
Right.
But come May, when we do that one, they may need cold water.
Absolutely.
And I like to give away water. So someone asked about water. Yes, water is definitely a donation, because when they brush their teeth, the best thing for them to have is water. Juices and all of that, you have to consider that they are homeless.
Right.
The sugar will help with their teeth decaying. They don't have the luxury of going to the doctor. I know they have health care for the homeless.
Yeah, they do.
But that doesn't mean that everyone goes.
Right, absolutely.
So let's try to be.
Because you got some of us that got health insurance and still don't go to the doctors.
Oh, that's going to be another topic. That is going to be another topic. But today's show is strictly about domestic abuse, domestic violence, emotional abuse. All of that falls under that umbrella. And I'm not sure if anyone's watching has been through such a situation. I can't look back over my life and say, you know what? I've been involved in a relationship and didn't know.
Right.
But that's only because I didn't look that far into it. So when you think about it, if jealousy, you don't know, that can go either way. Because he or she could be jealous of this is the smallest thing.
Yeah.
Now I know myself. Now listen. Clearly you guys can see. I definitely talk. I have only brothers, and for the life of me, and I've heard somebody say that was whack or whatever, but it's easier for me to get along with guys than it is with females.
I think there's a lot of females though.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't have any female friends.
Right.
Or associates, because some of you are associates. However,
no shade intended.
Yes, it was. And I just get along with guys easier, and I've definitely been accused by a certain someone, or somebody in the past. It just happens. Like, they feel like you're too friendly with guys. You're too friendly. But when he starts saying, like, it's okay for him to have female friends and you can't have male friends, or somebody can't speak to you and you speak back, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That is definitely
that's a major problem.
That's a sign.
Because that's control. So when you start dealing with that, you have to look at the aspect of, okay, so if he's able to try to control me and manipulate me, as far as my life is concerned, does that mean that he's going to start putting his hands on me when he can't control me?
Right.
And that happens. That's how it happens a lot of times.
I'm so sorry. In the nicest way. Me? Please don't try me. I'm sorry. I like to stay. But please don't try me. Because you're not going to tell me who I can be friends with. You're not going to tell me who I can work with. It's just not going to work that way. It's if I see the sign, I'm out. It's not going to work.
And then at the end of the day, you have people that you grew up with, you know, that you may have went to elementary school with, or whatever the case may have been. You may have been friends, like genuinely just friends, platonic friends with these people, you know, before the relationship started. And then now you want to have a problem with somebody that I've been friends with before you.
And you know what? Let me tell y'all, social media definitely causes issues in relationships, friendships, however. Because I know in the past, I've had to delete people that I've been friends with for years.
Just to keep the static down.
Right. Just to keep the drama, any arguing out of the relationship. And that's crazy. That's crazy. So I guess I kind of answered my own question. I did. You know, deal with something like that. Like I'm smiling and laughing, but it's really serious.
It is. It's really definitely
serious. It's sad. Have you ever, in any way?
Yeah. At a very young age, actually. You know, growing up as a teenager, you know, like I said about, you know, my mom and everything, how I pretty much grew up to be an adult before I was actually an adult. So, you know, I went to Job Corps, and I got involved with a young man. I was about 17. I got involved with a young man, and I overlooked some of the signs, you know, the words. You know, I think one day he was like, looked at me and said, you know, you see how your pretty face is? Would you like for it to stay like that? You know, and at the time it was like, I thought, you know, I'm like, you know, he on me that hard, you know. And so it led from that to after we left there and we came home, you know, we were still dealing with each other, and I found out that he was actually on E-pills. So at the time, I didn't know what an E-pill was, you know, so I really didn't know what to look for, but I found out that he was on E-pills, and which is ecstasy, just in case any of y'all don't know, but I'm pretty sure most of y'all do. But, you know, found out that he was on that, and he never punched me or anything like that, but it was a lot of grabbing, and you know, and I had to really call the police on him one day.
Those things escalate.
Because he came to the house one day, I broke up with him, he came to the house one day, and he's like, you know, banging on the door, 5 o'clock in the morning. And I came out, at this time I was staying in the summer with, you know, a couple of my friends, so I come outside, I'm like, it's okay, y'all, so I go outside with no shoes on my feet, sits in the car just to talk to him. He pulls off with me in the car, okay, takes me somewhere far and tells me, I got a gun in the car and I should kill you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, and maybe I'm being tough. I'm like, well, do whatever you want to do. I mean, if you're going to do it, then don't talk to me that I'll do it. Young and dumb. Okay, first of all, no. I don't want to lose my life. You know.
But what happened to him?
Well,
is he still around?
Yes, he's still around. You know, and
you don't run into
as time, no, but we have talked, and you know, as the years rolled by, he did apologize. He was very apologetic about, you know, everything, and you know, karma, things come back around to you, you know. So he ended up getting into a relationship himself that was kind of abusive, you know. Okay. So you just, you know, and it's no hard feelings towards him at all. You know, I forgive and I move past it, you know, because at the end of the day, that's what Christ would want us to do, and that's who I am.
So I'm just wondering, like, do people change? Like, can you change if you've been abusive? Because let's be honest, men abuse women,
and
women abuse men, in the same sex relationships. It all happens.
Yeah, it does.
It all happens. So then I'm saying, do they change when they think about it? They go to counseling. You know, everybody, you know, counseling works for some. So my question is, do they ever stop? Like, do you believe someone who was abusive, do you believe they can be rehabilitated?
I do. I think that, you know, everybody can change. You know, we all deal with our demons. Believe that. But I mean, it's the truth. We all deal with our demons, you know, and at the end of the day, you can change.
Listen, I hear you.
I mean, I get what you're saying. Really, it's kind of hard.
But me personally, it would be a challenge for me to deal with someone who is openly telling me that they were abusive to an ex.
Right.
And then to think that you won't be abusive to me.
Okay, I get that.
It's going to be a little, you know, I'm be like, wait a minute. So when you get to raising your voice, I'm going to look at you and say, wait a minute.
Right. But see, that's you know. Okay, so when you put it that way, I get what you're saying. I do believe people can change, but am I willing to take that chance? When it comes to that, no, because at the end of the day, you're going to be walking on eggshells every time you, like you said, if he raises his voice, you're going to be like, wait a minute, are you going to hit me? Like, am I willing to take that chance of you lashing out and you abusing me just like you did somebody else? I'm not willing to take that chance, and I know it may sound a little hypocritical, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, it still don't take away the fact that I do think people can change, but I'm not willing to take that chance.
Right. So see, this is bring relationship in full circles. So then it's like, do you discuss anything you went through in your past with your current mate? Anything? And I mean, of course, we're talking domestic, but do you discuss any of that? Because then it's like, well, you really feeling this person, but we can't go any further now because you done told me that I can't.
Right. So okay. So
domestic violence is a deal breaker.
Yeah.
For you.
For me, yeah, it's definitely a deal breaker. I can't do it.
But why? Because everybody can change.
Yeah.
Let me give you what you just said.
Yeah, but I'm not. But because I'm not, I can't tell you who was the person that changed. I can't sit up here and say, well, that person changed. Because I don't really know if you changed for real. Somebody else may be willing to take the chance, but not Kiara. Sorry. Been there, done that, and I'm not, and I'm not trying to go down that road again. Okay,
I'm just saying, because somebody else may not disclose at all.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
It's just a gamble out
there. But see, then that's when you discern. That's when you use your discernment. Because if somebody's abusive, they have signs. Mm-hmm. People show red flags. Hey, the red flag's waving. But it's up to you. Are you going to pay attention to it, or are you going to just overlook it? Which we do sometimes. We overlook stuff. And it is.
I wonder anyway. Let me just give you all the facts, okay? It's not a fun fact, but it's a fact. Okay, it's 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men report having been victims of severe physical violence by an intimate partner. Did you hear that? 1 in 7 men.
Wow.
So people think that men are not abused.
Oh, it's a lot of them.
They definitely are. So it's real. Now I remember my son had a situation with a young lady, and the mother and me was on our way to jail. Okay, I'm not saying that the police came to get me.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, so he would say she say little things, but as a parent, I've experienced my mother telling my brothers, "Oh, you don't need to be right." But that, to me, that from my observation, it just pushed the brother closer to the girl. Mm-hmm. He is gonna spend more time. He gonna be with her.
And it does
because you say no.
Because you said no.
So I was trying not to say, "Leave that little girl alone, boy." I didn't want to be that mother. So he called me one day and said, "Mom, can you come get me?" I said, "What's wrong?" I could hear it in his voice.
Right.
And he said, "This girl done scratched my arm up. Her mother pushed the door on my foot. The back of my foot is bleeding." And when I tell y'all, I got in my car. I drove from one side of town to the other, running red lights to get to my child. Listen to me.
Right.
I was going to jail. I really was. So I jump out the car. He's like, "No, Mom, come, no." I'm like, "What?" I just want to get to the door.
Yeah, right. I just want to talk. So I just want to find out what's going on.
Her mother's in the door, in the screen. They doing all this. Let me in. Oh, let me in. Come out the door. My son like, "No, Ma, I want to press charges." That's it.
Which is the best thing to do.
So I said, okay. So I took him down to Calvert Street. Mm-hmm. They took pictures of his arm where she dug her fingernails in it, and where the mother had shut the door on his foot. Oh, I never heard from the mother. I never talked to this woman a day in my life. However, when the police went to Burger King and locked her daughter up, she want to call me. She calling me for?
Right.
Your daughter, along with yourself. But see, he didn't put the mother in. He just named her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she gets arrested, loses her job, and now her mother's mad with us. That wasn't my. And I'm glad my son, because he's of age. Awesome. I'm glad he was thinking with this.
Absolutely.
I wasn't thinking that way. I was ready to tear.
And they do sometimes thank God for that.
You know, so I'm proud of him for going that route. We had to go to court. She had to take this class at House of Ruth. I was like, okay. I mean, I went to court with him too. I was there with him through the whole process.
That's the best way to go.
So, yeah, but I was on my way to hurt somebody.
Yeah, I know.
Now I'm better now. I like his route. I'm not into, I need to call the police. I'm not into that. So, I'm really proud of him for that.
Right.
Because that don't always happen.
No, and
females hit these guys and then they
punch, they killing them and everything. They not, they not playing.
You know what? Right here in Baltimore, I haven't heard anything else about that story, but where that guy did something to the girlfriend. I think he killed her in the apartment. Those, what is it, Good Now apartments? Oh, East Baltimore.
The one with the little son, right?
Right. Whatever. You ever
never heard anything else about it?
I didn't either.
They just kind of swept it underneath the rug after a while. Yeah,
and see, I wonder, I'm even concerned now with what happened with the 5-month-old baby. Because the mother doesn't think he did it. Of course, his family don't think he did it. But who could have done it?
Right, because he didn't do it himself. I mean, she didn't do it herself, like.
So did he leave the baby with someone? If he's saying that he didn't did it.
Right.
I'm sorry, if he didn't do it, who did it? Like. Right. It's kind of like the game of Clue. You ever played that game? Who did it? That's what I want to know. Because if they're saying he didn't, I mean, what is he saying? He can't say much of anything.
Right.
At this point, he needs an attorney. But was he abusive to her, the girlfriend?
Right. And I was just getting ready to say that.
I'm just, because that happens with teens as well.
Oh, big, and I just told you that.
Right.
Yeah, big time.
And see, they're not going to say anything. They're going to keep it amongst them, and a lot of girls think it's cute. Let's be clear about that. I was one. Right.
The girls, but it wasn't the laying your hands on me. It was it was this.
Well, that's
I'm like yeah.
See, but the verbal, I just can't see it not turning physical.
No, right. Well, now that I'm older and I know better, I do know that. Right. But then I really wasn't thinking like that. I wasn't thinking, if he's saying this, he gonna put his hands on me. No, I didn't grow up in a household like that, so I didn't. I wasn't thinking.
We would be going toe to toe. I'm sorry.
But that actually did happen.
Listen, y'all.
I went to go get a knife and everything. Like that really happened.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you was tired of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you didn't go that route.
No, I did. Oh,
no, you didn't actually use it?
Because I didn't get to it.
Oh, okay.
But I'm glad that I didn't. All glory to God. Because I would probably be in jail right now.
No, well, we don't want that.
Yeah.
We definitely don't want that.
Yeah. Thank God for change.
Another fact. There were 1,784, 1,784 temporary protective orders. That's a lot, right?
Jesus.
Okay, and 1,308 final protective orders. So of that number, those were temporary. And that means someone, because they'll be there and then they leave and then they'll
go back.
I used to question, because I feel like I'm so strong. I would say, if he beating on her, why she didn't just leave?
Yeah, why you gonna go back?
I don't have those answers.
Right.
I have not like really been in that situation to say, oh my God, I would never.
Right.
I don't know how they feel. All I can say is I would never. I've never been in that situation to say I would get out. Oh no, I couldn't get out. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And I've always tried to be that person as well. The person that don't be like, well, what I would have did. Because now that I am more grounded in my faith, I look at things now and I realize that there's a lot of people that are going through that, they're dealing with strongholds, and when you start talking about strongholds, you're talking about a whole different level of stuff. You're not just talking about, oh, she's stupid or oh, he's stupid. Nah, you're talking about something, spiritual strongholds that they just can't seem to break.
Right.
People they seriously need deliverance from these things. That's just like a drug.
And see, they beat them down so much. Tear down their
self-esteem.
The self-esteem will be shot because they talk down to you, and then they'll tell you you'll never be anything without me.
Nobody wants you.
Right there is a lot.
Yeah.
If you
Nobody wants
have
you.
some weight on you, you're fat, you're this, you're that, so it makes you think nobody else will want you,
Yeah.
which is not good. It's oh my goodness, it's so oh my gosh. I heard this guy. He was really going in on this female. A lot of people be like, oh, I'm gonna mind my business. I'm gonna mind my business, and I mind my business because you never know these days what people are carrying.
Yeah.
They sell those knives, those flip knives, in the corner store.
Right, in the gas stations, yeah.
They'll have them hanging up the different kinds you can get. So I don't want to say anything and say, oh, no, you shouldn't talk to her like that. And then now all his anger is turned towards me, and even the female may do it.
Oh, definitely. And now you're getting jumped at the gas station because you tried to intervene. You know, they always say don't get involved with domestics. You know, and that's one of those things that's kind of hard for real, because it's like you don't want to see somebody better, because it's like, okay, what if it's me? You know what I'm saying? I want somebody to help me, you know. But then on the other side, it's like, okay, so if I get involved, they might come past my house, come shoot me up. If they see me again, they might kill me.
Let me tell you what I'll do indiscreetly. 911. The only issue is when they get there, they can say, well, they don't want to press charges.
And they
so when they say that, then it's like the police, I'm sorry, let me not go there. Yes, I'm going to go there. I did this one time, and I waited and I waited. It took the officers 30 minutes to get there, but by now, these people are gone.
Mm-hmm.
So he just moving on to wherever they're going, and he's going to continue to assault the woman. They were going down the street, but he was banging her every chance he could. She say something, didn't I say shut up? And hit her.
Yeah,
but if I call the police and then they don't show up for 30 minutes, then they have to explain to me that they only have X amount of officers in this district during these hours. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. And then like with where I work and what I do, I was attempting to break up a domestic situation, and the woman really just wanted her phone back. Okay, then this was interesting. She just wanted her phone back. The guy like, well, I bought the car. I want my keys. Miss, can you make her give me my keys? And I'm looking at them.
Like what am I supposed to do?
I'm just security, baby. What you want? What do you want me to do? So she gets upset. He trying to get in the phone. She hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Give me my phone. I said to myself,
See?
she's cheating. So she don't want him to. She don't want.
I want you to see what's in my phone. Mm-hmm.
So she steady hitting him. He saw hitting her back. What did I do? Getting the mace warm. Let me get it together. Y'all need to stop. Mm-hmm. Y'all on private property fighting. So y'all gonna have to keep it moving. She's like, call the police. I want my phone. So I called the police. But meanwhile, they still tagging, hitting each other. Like, took the police for that situation when they were called for that. It took them maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, look at the location that you were in.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that could be true, but you know, still all in the same. One took 30 minutes, one took 10 minutes, because they were like really, like I told them, they were fighting each other.
Right. Right.
So if they were doing that over a phone, this is something that happens regularly, and they think it's okay. It's far from okay. It is never okay for anybody. I don't care how old you are to be hit, beat up, having to put on makeup to cover up a black eye. Mm-hmm. My gosh.
And I'm sorry, ain't nothing that good. Seriously. If a person can batter you, rather physically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally, nah. Like, no.
No. Well, if you believe you're in an abusive relationship and you don't want to tell your friends and family, you can call 1-800-799-SAFE. That is 1-800-799-7233. That's just a hotline. They don't know you, you don't know them. That's just how it goes. Now, we did receive an email from someone who wanted to share their story. I'm going to have it for you in 1 second. Okay. So, to share her story, it's short She just said a little bit about what she was going through. It just says, we're going to name her Anonymous, not her name. It says, basically I'm reading this to you to give any advice that you possibly could give her if she's watching now. She says, hello, my name is Anonymous. I'm a mom of 6. I am a working taxpayer, and I am a voting citizen. But because I'm homeless, let me edit this for her. Then she goes back and say, wait a minute, but guess what? I am also homeless. So she's saying that she's a voting citizen, she pays her taxes, and she's homeless. She said it began a few years ago. I was in a relationship and it went fine for the first couple of years. Then the verbal abuse began, and then the domestic violence began. Mm-hmm. So I stayed for a while, and then I got fed up, and I left, broke my lease, and went to stay with family members. But eventually I went back, and everything was okay for a minute. And then I was back to square one. So after a couple of years, wait a minute. Okay. After a couple of years, I had took all that I could take. I had left him again, and eventually he was evicted from the home that was in my name. So here I was with my youngest 3 babies, going from house to house, and we were staying at hotels. So I was trying to get help from everywhere. But as everyone knows, in Baltimore City, there is no assistance for the homeless. I emailed every city council member. I called Terry Hicks' office. I have had conversations with Sharon DuBois, I guess. I have had a meeting with Reginald Scriber. I have emailed the mayor and Jack Young so many times that they have blocked my emails. Wow. But through it all, I refuse to give up. This city has no resources for homeless, and it's terrible. But I'm praying that things will change. So that was a lot. That's a lot. I can't imagine. See, I was just talking about how you leave and then they go back. It's like that's all they know.
Right.
It's the only thing they feel like that's all they know. So she reached out to a number of people without any assistance. And at this point, I don't know any place that may be able to help her. But if you're watching and you know of a place that could help her, or just any suggestions, you can definitely inbox, because I don't want it to be the person that she's trying to get away from, because I don't know who that person is. But if you have anything that can help Anonymous, you can send it to the email address, the Swap Radio Show @gmail.com, or just send it to either of us. Of course, whatever it is, I'm going to investigate it before I pass the information on to make sure that it's, legit information. But this young lady definitely needs some assistance. And I know that she said that he ended up being evicted. So that means it was in her name. Mm-hmm. So therefore, no other rental company will rent to her because she has an outstanding balance.
Yeah. So that alone, it just leads to so many different things. So many different things. And like you said, they go back and forth, and let's just say not just, domestic violence situations. We as people, sometimes we continuously keep returning to our vomit, like the Bible says, a dog, it's like returning to your sin is like a dog returning to its vomit. So it's like when you're released out of a certain situation and you go back, you think it's going to get better, but if vomit has sat there for so long, it's gonna smell worse. It's gonna be worse. It may have maggots in it and all kinds of stuff. So that's just to say, when you return back to certain things thinking that it's going to be better, it's always worse. It's never better. It's never better. It's always worse than it was the first time.
Being the devil's advocate. Wait a minute. So I haven't been here, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
So let's say a husband cheated. Oh, the relationship is over.
Mm-hmm.
You take him back. You don't think it's possible that he's done with cheating? Is he considered vomit because you decide that you want to work your marriage out?
I said your sin. I never said.
I'm just asking.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like when we talk. Okay, so you're talking about something completely different. You're talking about a marriage that may have just been on the ups and downs for whatever reason. We're not talking about this man beating on this woman or whatever the case is. You're talking about this man stepping out adultery.
Right. That's why I went away from domestic.
Yeah.
And I said, well, what if? Just hypothetically speaking, because you went to the Bible. I won't do that today, you guys. I'm not gonna make this I won't make this one of those shows. However, I will say it's a gamble either way.
It is. It is.
Because some things you just don't want to deal with. Because I refuse to deal with anybody.
Right.
They think they're gonna hit me because I'm gonna TP them. You're not gonna be able to hit me, and I'm gonna say, oh, babe, no.
Well,
that's not in my DNA.
Right.
I come from a line of fighters.
Yeah, I ain't.
Butchers. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I'm not saying that I'm gonna stay there and we're gonna go toe to toe. The first incident is the last incident.
Yeah.
And everybody's not that strong, and I understand that. I definitely understand that. So, I don't know. I was just trying to, just for people watching, somebody. Right. I try to think of what somebody else may say, but wait a minute.
Right. No,
there is someone who's forgiven their husband for cheating thousands of times.
Yeah, but see, then
I want to call you a dummy, but I won't do that.
But see, that right there, that's just crazy. Like at the end of the day, the Bible says you got to recognize the fruit. You know what I'm saying? If you got somebody that's going to keep cheating on you constantly over and over and over again, there's a problem.
And it's beyond a problem. Let me tell you this. Especially if it's the same person. He keep leaving for the same person. Yeah. And when something don't work there, they come back. Yeah. It's a problem.
No, yeah.
Let it go. Keisha Cole's song say let it go.
Yeah.
But no, let me not go there because I don't know all the lyrics. So I don't know if I want to use that song. I'm sorry. You got to make something funny because this is sad.
Yeah, it is.
This is sad. I had a friend and I got to keep myself together. But she doesn't live here. She doesn't live in Baltimore. And I remember she was supposed to come to my birthday party one year. And she didn't come. And I was upset.
Right.
I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I was really upset. But she sent me a picture of her face. Her boyfriend had hit her and blackened her eye. So that's why she didn't come. So I was really upset. I've never met this guy. We've been friends forever. For years. And I'm sure she knows who she is, and I'm sure she's watching, whether it's now or later.
Right.
But however, me saying any of this is not to put her out there. I'm not going to say her name, but I was so hurt that she would even stay in the relationship. And it just seemed like to me, those were the type of guys she was getting involved with, period, because he wasn't the first guy.
Right.
So it's like some people all seem to be attracted to that type of thing. That type of guy that would hit a woman. I was so hurt. Just to know that she would be dealing with that. And then when she say, time has passed. And no, we don't talk every day.
Right.
You have your friends where you may talk this Sunday, but may not talk again till a week or two later.
Maybe a couple months.
However, when you pick that phone back up and you talk, it's like you never
left.
Stop talking. So it's like she'll pick up the, hey, yeah, girl, me and my boyfriend. I'm like, who? And she say his name. I don't want. In my mind, I'm like, I am so done talking to her. I cannot tell her again how she needs to leave him alone.
Right.
But I don't want to cut it off because I still want to know, if you need me, you can call me.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is probably the longest that she hasn't been with this last guy.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully it stays that way. Because I'd be so concerned. Especially when I don't hear from her. And then she changed her number like people change underwear. So if I don't get to talk to her, then it's like, oh my gosh, the number. So is she okay, or did she just change her number?
Mm-hmm.
So if he stopped getting the number, you won't have to keep changing the number.
Yeah.
And somebody, I'm trying to keep myself together because that's really emotional.
So then you also got to think about this too. And I'm talking to you guys and you women that are out there that are actually watching right now, or will be watching later on down the line. Stop preying on these people. Those people that you see that are weak-minded because they've been through so much, because they already battered, men and women, or because whether it's relationship-wise or with parents, they may have seen their parents doing it, or whoever was raising them in a household. Stop preying on those people. Stop doing it. So a lot of times, like you said, it seemed like the people that come to her are the people that are abusive. So she drew those type of people, and it may not even be her. I'm not going to say it's her, but those people are attracted to her because they see something on her. She may be a submissive woman. And a lot of times guys look at submissive women and see weak, but it's not about weakness. It's about strength. And when you start talking about, submission and weaknesses, she may have been a person with weaknesses, that she may have thought was submissive.
This has been, let me tell you, we are now 40. This has been her situation since about 18. That's a long time to be this guy, that guy, whatever guy you get in. That's a lot.
Yeah, well,
it's sound
like I said, sound like she needs some Christ in her life, like seriously. And I don't mean just churching. I mean like some serious, get down. And I'm really gonna build a relationship with Christ because,
it gets me really like emotional. Sometimes when I'm smiling, it's to keep from because that bothers me. That anyway. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna wrap up, but before we get out of here, before I get all emotional, y'all. So yeah. Before we wrap up, I'm gonna mention it again about the brown bag lunches and the care packages. Our goal is 100 each. 100 brown bag lunches, 100 care packages. It is imperative if you're going to donate any money, we need it before. Like, we don't want to wait until the day of the 10th.
Right.
If you're going to donate, because we want to be able to go out to the store and purchase everything that we don't get, and donations. So we'll be collecting up until the 7th of November. We'll go out on the 10th to give them away. Also, you can purchase these hats. All proceeds will go to our efforts of the 100 bags. So that'll be 200 bags that we're filling. Brown bag lunches and the care packages. So if you would like to order a hat, contact me via email, inbox, DM, however. I also put a number up as well if you want to donate or you want to purchase a hat. That number is 443-741-1299. If I don't answer, someone will return your call within 24 to 48 hours. Trust me, we will. I've seen messages. I will reply to you guys. We have a lot of volunteers. So far, I believe, I'm not going to say a lot, but we have at least 6 volunteers right now other than ourselves and our children who have no choice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also Baltimore City. Okay, Baltimore City allows my signature on those community service papers. They have approved it, so I will be signing off on community service hours for school age children who participate. If you're an adult and you need community service, why not?
Absolutely.
Why not? So just, you have our contact information. Again, you can follow the radio show at the Swap Radio Show on IG, Survivors with a Purpose on Facebook, myself, Monica WLS2 on Instagram. Yeah.
And you can reach me on IG at k.phillips, PHILLIPS __25. And on Facebook, you can reach me at Keira, KEIRIA, Phillips, PHILLIPS.
Okay, last time, the hotline number, if you or someone you may know is in an abusive situation, okay, and I'm not, no gender, situation.
Right.
The number is 1-800-799-SAFE. Again, that's 1-800-799-7233. So as we close out, as I always say, as I live my life, walk by faith, not by sight.